The kicker, Chris Boswell, has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They start on the ground with Nick. Oh, Chubb fumbled it, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
This defense for the Browns, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Throwing on 2nd down, Pickett. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. J.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack.
Back to throw here.
Pickett lost it.
And this is picked up by the Browns. The big fella, the 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Pickett going to bootleg it.
On the move to his left.
He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. But I think the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust, because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 25 yards that time. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Donovan Peoples-Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Pickett. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Now Watson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Cameron Hayward, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Faking the give. Now Watson. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play fake, and it's Watson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And the Steelers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They'll keep it on the ground, this time with Charles. And he stopped immediately there. Making the tackle there, Martin Emerson. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Pickett back to throw. Pickens is there on the crossing route. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Well, these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Got an open man, it's Schwartz. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And on an RPO, everything happens so fast. And as a defender, you can't get stuck trying to figure out what's going on. That time he had it figured out in a flash, and he was able to make a beeline to the receiver and make the play.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Watson just beating the play clock. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Watson now to throw. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And he brings
brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ballgame.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. On 2nd and 9, Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Watson. Completes it right side to Cooper.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, Watson.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Watson.
Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now a first down throw, Watson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, 32 yards. Browns as his guys are able to extend their lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
From the 29, Pickett. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down.
Back to throw, Pickett. Open man, that's the tight end, Freiermuth. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Dialing up another pass here, Pickett.
And this one is incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Pickett sets up play action. The throw for Claypool is intercepted.
Picked off by John Johnson.
And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
After the interception, here's Watson. Forced out to his left. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. The final shot before the break, Watson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got him in, complete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
From the 24, Pickett. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one good for 37 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 50 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. You hate that for him. He gets so close on the big run, but has him in excellent position.
And I know there's plenty of competitive spirit on the defensive side of the ball, but part of me wonders if they would have just preferred him to go ahead and take it into the end zone rather than dealing with him again on a likely carry on this down.
Harris looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Now they send a man in motion right. Now receiver in motion left. On 2nd and goal, Pickett. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. You're just going to pick up a holding call.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. In motion right, here comes Johnson. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Pickett now, 3rd and goal. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Steelers are back within a score.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Browns drive about to get started.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now Watson. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 36 yards on the play.
This defense is definitely reeling a little bit now. Back-to-back big plays given up. And you know that's all defenses talk about. How do you limit that? Instead, they got hit by a 1-2 punch those last couple of plays, and now they've got their backs to the goal line.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Steelers 14.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Parker. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Pickett now on 1st down.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Grant Delpit.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now
his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. Down to about the 37.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how anytime you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Now, let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
On the delay, here's Harris. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run again with Harris. And some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The 71 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
After the sack on first down, Pickett. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
A run for Nick Chubb. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. Touchdown! Amari Cooper, 36 yards. And the Browns add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Steelers 14.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Pickett. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Now a handoff up the middle. Meadows. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
First down for Cleveland.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Meadows gave a glimpse of his quick feet, but not a whole lot of space down at the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And they will take a knee here. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Well, without question, when you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Browns, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams.